Hi, everybody. How are you? Welcome to Deborah's Journey. My name is Deborah, and if you are new to my channel, welcome. And if you are returning, welcome back, friends. I'm so excited to go over my March recap and also go over my April budget. I know that it's the middle of the month, so I wanted to get this video in because to me, it's very important. It's fun to look at other people's budgets. And so this is actually one of my favorite videos. So I am going to be sharing what happened in the month of March. I know in February I spent a lot of money, but I want to see if I was able to stay on budget in March. So let's get right into the budget. So for housing, I spent $29.92. Car insurance, $102.83. Spectrum, $84.99. Life insurance, $47.55. AT&T TV, $74.99. Cell phone, $55. That's for my son. For myself, it was $31.50. So for fixed expenses, the total came out to $2,226.78. So we were on the budget under by $41.27. So that's so far so good. Okay, moving on to variable expenses. Groceries, I spent $401 for groceries. Now, home maintenance, there was no budget for home maintenance. However, I did make a decision to get some items hauled away. They had been kind of piling up, and so I needed to get rid of them. And then I also had some yard maintenance done. It's been raining, so rain and weeds. Yeah, that's what happens. So there were a lot of weeds that I had taken up. So I spent a total of $260. Okay, for my personal, I gave myself $140. For the gasoline, I spent $286.46. So a little bit under. I did go to a birthday event, and that was my gift. $100 urgency funds. I budgeted $100, but I actually put $130 towards those. For medical expenses, I spent $37. I did have one visit at urgent care and also for my prescription. And then my buffer was $424.61. I spent most of the money on eating out. I went to, Hawaiian barbecue, Chipotle, Panera, Habit. I did buy something at Macy's. I gave a love gift to someone. Etsy shopping. I went to Pancake House and a restaurant for the birthday, and then postage and Dollar Tree. So that all comprised of what I spent. So I did go over budget in that category. So my total variable expenses are $1,779.07. So I was over in this by $327.07. Okay, so my debt, Discover card, I put a total of $200 on that card. And my Discover card has a couple of subscriptions on there, so I don't really put those on the budget because it's part of my payment. I do have Sirius satellite radio. That's part of what comes out, and I also have a subscription box for my nails, nail kits, and so that also comes out of that credit card. So those are some of the automatic charges that I have. Okay, for Sam's, My payment was $320. My car payment, I paid $550. Checking account, my checking account credit card. So, the checking account, because it's a credit union, I do also have a credit card. So I made a $25 payment. I just have a small balance on that card. My student loan, I budgeted $750, but I ended up paying $1,230.35. Thanks to all the kind people who donated and supported me paying my student loan down. So that was a huge difference, and it was because of everybody's kindness and support. And so once again, thank you so much, and I appreciate all of you for all of your kindness. And then my personal loan was $302.30. So the total amount of debt was $2,627.65. So that is a good thing when that number is more than what I budgeted. So I will take that. Okay, investments. So my Vanguard account, which is just these are individual brokerage accounts. I put $25 in this. SoFi investing $25. Fidelity received $20. M1 Finance $60, and then my Roth IRA $150. So a total of $280 was sent to my investments. So I was $5 over what I budgeted. In savings, I saved $347, although I budgeted $400. My savings challenges, I budgeted $300, but I actually put $325 in those. And then my envelope challenge, I budgeted $50, but I put $74 into that savings challenge. So for all of my savings, I budgeted $750, and I put $746 towards savings. So I was just under about $4. So not bad. And then my lifesaver funds, which are my sinking funds, I budgeted $300, but I actually put $653 towards my sinking funds. So that is also additional short-term savings accounts. And I did a video that highlighted the total amount of money I have in all my sinking funds for the last quarter, or should I say for the first quarter of the year, how much I saved. So I will link that video in the description above. So all in all, my budget for the month of March was, I budgeted $7,022.35, and I actually spent for the month $8,312.50. And so that is it for the month of March. Okay, so now let's move on and see how April is going to look. Okay, so for the month of April, housing, I'm expecting to spend $1,882. For car insurance, $105. For Spectrum, $85, and that's my internet. Life insurance, $47.55. AT&T TV, $75. My son's cell phone, $55. My cell phone, $30.50. So for my fixed expenses, I am budgeting $2,280.05. For my variable expenses, groceries, $440. Taxes, oh yes, I added my income tax line because this is the month you pay your taxes. So I'm budgeting $1,500 for taxes. Personal, $125, that's my personal money. Gasoline, $300. I also doing a giveaway. So if you have not entered the giveaway, and I think it's too late because I think it closed on the 14th. But those of you who did enter, I will be making that announcement soon. Urgency funds, $120. And then my buffer, which is just additional money I leave in my bank account for, eating out, or if I want to go shopping or I want to do something, I use the money from that buffer. And then medical expenses, $7. I have a reoccurring prescription. It's about $6 or $7. So that's why I'm putting that on there. So my total variable is $2,922. For debt, I am budgeting for my Discover payment, $150. For Sam's Club, $200. My car payment, $550. For the credit card and my checking account, $25. And then that should pay that off completely. For my student loan, I'm budgeting $700. And then my personal loan, $302.30. So I'm going to be setting aside $1,927.30 for debt. For my investments, Vanguard is getting $25, SoFi $25, Fidelity $25, M1 Finance $50, my Roth IRA $150. So all in all, $275 is going to be set aside for investments. For my savings account is getting $300. My savings challenges will get $300, and my envelope challenge $50. So $650 is going to my savings. And my sinking funds, my lifesaver funds, I am setting aside $500 for those funds. So my April budget, I'm estimated to spend a total of $8,554.35. So for those of you who are new, I do not include all of my giving, my tithes, my 401k contributions, and any insurance contribution that is deducted from my paycheck. They are not included in this budget. It's just what I actually spend, and I have to make those payments or either put the money in savings. And so that's what's included. So that is everything for my budget. I wanted to keep it short and simple. Thank you, everybody, for joining me. Have a wonderful day, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.